really angry with the taxi drivers because I feel like that they don't actually understand that they have someone else's lives in their hands when they're driving like maniacs.
I read it somewhere that he used to be a footballer.
Where's Kim Kardashian from, right?
Azerbaijan. I've had the best healthcare experience in my life.
And as you know, in Turkey,
Yeah.
I can get a whole new set of 32 teeth. Hopefully I don't need that.
I was so excited for it. I was a little disappointed when I got there.
He is Turkish megastar.
Erdogan. Oh yeah, this one's easy. Mustafa Kemal Atatürk.
Hello everyone and welcome to our new content series, Feel Türkiye Podcast. We have special guests with us, Meaghan and DD. Welcome guys.
Hello.
Thank you.
How do you feel? You are the first guest of this podcast series.
Special.
Special.
I feel really honored that we are the first guest for Feel Türkiye.
Actually, we have been working for 3 months, I think, right? We couldn't have chance to introduce you to our Feel Türkiye community. So I would love to ask you about your Bursa trip. How is it going for you so far?
It has been going really incredible. We started our day in Bursa after having Monty at one of the oldest Monty restaurants in Bursa. That was great. What else? We have been doing a lot of contents together. Today we are here at the Bursa Telefrik. We have had a lot of good foods, a lot of good times. And yeah, it's just been all great vibes so far.
Yeah. What do you think, Meaghan?
I'm really enjoying, and it's been really awesome experiencing Bursa through the eyes of locals. And it was fun just when we were going around the neighborhoods today and hearing the stories from the Feel Türkiye team about where they grew up or where they were kids or what activities you were up to. And it was really fun because we've been working so closely together as a team in a professional sense. But this trip, we're really getting to see the lives and lifestyle of our friends and co-creators here. So that's been really fun for me to see Bursa through your eyes.
Yeah, nice. I'm really glad to hear that you feel like more local right now, especially in Bursa. I felt the same way we were in Fethiye, by the way, like back then this summer. Can you please introduce yourself? Tell us your story about like how did you decide to move to Turkey? How is your life going on so far in Fethiye?
How we came here, that was an interesting story. Turkey wasn't really on our radar. And I hadn't really thought too much about visiting Turkey. I didn't really have any Turkish friends or any exposure really. But then my husband, Dikpal, his best friend from his high school days, he's Turkish from Bursa actually as well, and he was getting married and he invited us to his wedding, and that's how Turkey even came on our radar.
Yeah, and to add to what Meaghan just said, it was never our plan to be here in Turkey for so long. You know, we thought we're just going to be here for a couple of months, just keep on moving to other different countries. But after exploring quite a few cities and places in Turkey, we really fell in love with the country. Yeah, it's been like a couple of years now since we have been here, and it's only been a positive experience.
Yeah, great. Which cities have you been so far before you decide to move to Turkey?
Yeah, so when we were planning our original trip, the 2 cities I was really excited about was Antalya and Bodrum. I was so excited to see those places. So the first stop, we landed in Istanbul, but it was just, transferring, and we flew to Antalya. And that was our first city, and we spent about 2 weeks going around there, and it was a really awesome experience. And we rented a scooter, and we were riding around the whole city on scooter, and it was such a great way to really feel Turkey, like for the first time. And so we started our journey there. Then from Antalya, we went to Izmir. Then we went to Çeşme. Then from there, we went back to Alanya, back to Antalya. And then from Antalya, we went to Fethiye. But we were planning Antalya to go to Bodrum. We just were thinking we'll stop in Fethiye for 1-2 days because of bus. It made sense to take a break on the bus ride. But we had such low expectations. On the internet research, it told us that it's a retirement place for British people, which is true.
Yeah, that's
but
true.
based on my internet research, it didn't feel as appealing. But when we got on the ground, like I said, we were supposed to be there for 2 days. 2 days, we extended till 10 days. But on day 3 that we were there, we went to an MLEX office, and we wanted to price check what property was like. And, we could really see ourselves having a life there, but didn't think it was going to be realistic or possible at all. We went to the real estate office kind of as a joke. We met a really great agent who showed us a really awesome experience and a ton of properties and really cool locations that really inspired us. Oh, maybe we could have a home here. But it was still very early in the journey, and we weren't quite ready to commit. It was kind of a pipe dream at that point. We didn't know if it would be reality. Then we continued on. We went to Bodrum. I was so excited for it. I was a little disappointed when I got there. It's beautiful in camera, but I think on the ground it's kind of boring. I don't know, just
Just
the
a vibe,
activities,
maybe.
just a vibe, you know? It's more like aesthetically pleasing than like super entertaining, in my opinion. And then after Bodrum, we went to Istanbul and my brother came over. So at that point, we were getting really serious about wanting to settle down in Turkey, but my family was really nervous. They didn't really love the idea. So they sent my older brother to come and check out the situation and see if it was, because they're, unfortunately, the way that Turkey is depicted in the media in the United States is not always positive. And a lot of people have a lot of misconceptions or false information about the country and about what life is like here.
To add to what just Megan just said, Turkey, another reason why Turkey really made sense for us is I'm originally from Nepal. My parents live in the east. Megan's family is in the West, America. So Turkey is truly like center of the world for us because we can get to our parents' store in less than 10 hours, you know. Not only that, like we can also continue doing our business, whether it's in Asia or US. Like, you know how back in the days, Turkey was center of the world when it came to being the end of the Silk Road.
Yeah.
I still do think that there's a lot of opportunity available for people whoever is in Turkey because you truly can be a global business person, entrepreneur person living in Turkey.
So your decision was most likely strategical to live in Turkey, right?
Yes,
Like-
very strategic. Another thing that really sealed my excitement level and commitment to move here was a healthcare. I've had the best healthcare experience in my life. And as an American, it's something that I take very seriously because we don't have great healthcare. It's not really available to us without having really expensive insurance plans, and that's a story for another day.
One example I can give regarding how incredible and at least for foreigners it's affordable healthcare is I got one of my tooth fixed in US. Guess how much it cost? Just one.
Just one?
Yeah. After great insurance, how much do you think it cost me?
2,000 maybe?
Yeah, like $2,500 for one tooth after one of the best insurance that you could get in America. That's how much I was paying. And as you know, in Turkey,
Yeah.
I can get a whole new set of 32 teeth. You know, hopefully I don't need that. But like that's just, you know, even though it's like a very basic example, you know, you can assume like how expensive it can get, right?
Another thing that I love about the Turkish medical care system is that I can text my doctor. I keep in touch with my doctor on WhatsApp. If I have any like blood test or test or anything done, he sends me it. He gives me a voice note explaining it. Then I can follow up and ask any question I want, and he's available like that. And that's just something I feel so blessed and so grateful for because there's no way to have direct communication with your doctor in the U.S. medical system, especially in the rural parts, like where I come from in the United States. It's really like isolated and the doctors are really far away, and we actually have a problem that with not enough doctors in the rural area, so a lot of people struggle to even get basic like medical care.
So while we are mentioning about your experience in Turkey and comparing Turkey versus United States, I want to dive into your experience more. So in this part of the video, I want you to be 100% honest and tell us all experiences. Even it's bad, it's not important, okay? What are some things you didn't particularly don't like about Turkey, or maybe things that we can improve more?
The drivers.
Drivers? Like drivers in general or taxi drivers?
Both.
No, okay.
I very rarely ride a taxi because I find actually riding in a taxi a little bit dangerous, and I get really angry with the taxi drivers because I feel like that they don't actually understand that they have someone else's lives in their hands when they're driving like maniacs, and I find it a little bit insulting. And so I actually choose to ride the dolmuş more than taxis because I actually trust the dolmuş, at least in the region of Turkey where I live, as a safer mode of transportation.
Like dolmuş is the safest option.
That's
you
what I
think?
feel. I feel
But
safest
we
in the
tried it. It was not that safe, you know. They were driving like crazy.
But that's good compared to the taxi man.
Okay, fair enough.
I think, man, I do think Turks do speak quite a few languages. Like, for instance, I've met Turks who speak English, who speak Spanish, who speak Russian, and a little bit of Chinese as well, like especially those people who are working in the tourism industry. Yeah, of course, you're not gonna have like a native level speaking skills because you probably have never used that language outside of your classroom or something. So people try, you know, and at the end of the day, we have Google Translate, Google Voice, so it's quite straightforward. I haven't never had an issue communicating here in Turkey.
It's actually been a really pleasant surprise for me of how much English is spoken and how much I've been able to navigate life in English. You know, when I originally came here, I didn't expect anyone to be speaking English or to really have any support in English. So it's actually surprising to me how much English is spoken and how 4 years later I don't speak Turkish and still navigate a pretty easy life.
What was your other expectations before coming to Turkey? How would you see Turkey while you are living in US?
I expected it to be really conservative and especially like clothing wise, like as a girl packing to come here, what I thought was going to be necessary in Turkey was to cover from elbows to ankles. That was my viewpoint. I don't know where that came from. So that was a big surprise for me when I got on the ground and realized I could wear whatever I wanted and be myself and express myself clothing wise, like however I wanted, and have that freedom that, I don't know, I guess I was naive to think that didn't exist.
And also, especially Fethiye should be like more relaxed on the dress code though.
Yes, Betty is very relaxed. I almost got a little too comfortable. One thing that I realized there's definitely like time and place for different things. And especially when you're going into the villages, like probably don't wear shorts. I went to a village activity wearing shorts and everyone was so nice and so respectful, but they stared a little bit too much. But that was my own fault.
One thing that surprised me a lot after coming to Turkey is quality and the level of infrastructures you guys have.
Do you mean roads and buildings and
Roads,
stuff?
airports, like, you know, especially anything to do with transportation. I think Turkey is like definitely leading the way, and especially if you have been to other parts of the world, like, and I'm not even comparing to, I'm comparing it with Europe or and even US, right?
Oh, yeah.
Like Turkey infrastructures are like pretty up there, and like in fact, like Istanbul airport, man, it's probably one of the best airports I have
It's
traveled
crazy.
through.
I am
Really
totally
nice,
agree with you,
really
by the way.
beautiful, yeah.
We are not that aware if our roads and infrastructure that's developed, but when I visit France, I noticed that we had the best ones though.
Yep, yep. And rest of the world, all of the infrastructures are failing, you know? They're getting
Oh.
old. They were made like 50, 100 years
Yeah.
ago. But in Turkey, everything seems to be brand new. So, you know, if whether you're planning to drive or fly or even take a boat, guys, you're going to have a good time.
Since you have been living in Turkey for 4 years, you should be somewhat Turkish. So right now, I'm gonna test it, okay? I will ask you a couple of questions, and then right after the session, I will show you some pictures of famous people who is from Turkey. My first question is, what are the countries that share borders with Turkey?
Greece, Bulgaria, Iraq, Syria. I'm missing one. Iran.
Yeah?
And maybe Uzbekistan? No.
No.
Does Ukraine count?
Uzbekistan.
No,
Oh, Ukraine?
right? Ukraine counts?
Georgia.
No.
Georgia?
Georgia.
Turkmenistan? No. Oh. Help us. What letter does it start with?
Russia.
Oh, Russia.
Where is Kim Kardashian from, right?
Oh,
Azerbaijan.
Armenia.
Oh.
Armenia, yes. Yes. All correct, right?
Yeah, all correct.
I think they passed, right? They passed this test. Yeah, it was really great. 9 out of 10, yeah. Name us the 7 regions of Turkey.
Aegean, Mediterranean, Anatolia,
Yeah, Central Anatolia.
Marmara, Karadeniz, missing 2. I think it's eastern places. I don't know.
You have only 1 missing, so I think it's
9 out of 10.
yeah. 8 is
Nice.
nice. My next question is: can you name the 3 national holiday in Turkey?
Children's Day, Republic Day,
Okay,
in Turkish.
okay, but tell me the dates.
That's the top.
Children's Day, I think is in like April or May.
Yeah,
sometime
it was
that
in
time.
April,
Republic Day is in October sometime.
October.
October 29. Third one, Independence Day.
I know we were always independent. Yeah, Victor Day. Yeah.
Oh, Victory Day is August 30th, right?
Yeah, that's nice. Okay, it's 9. Okay, it's fair enough. Yeah. Okay, my last question is: which American president never visited Turkey before? George W. Bush, Barack Obama, Bill Clinton, and Donald Trump.
I would go with Obama. What about you?
I want to say Trump, but I see Trump Tower, so I'm guessing he's been here. Maybe George W. Bush?
Trump.
Oh, Trump never
Yeah,
came.
Trump never came during his presidency.
So how come he has a Trump Tower in Istanbul?
I don't know. Moving to the next question. Which US state has larger land area the entire country of Turkey? California, Texas, Alaska, and Florida.
I would go with Texas.
I go with Alaska.
Yes, that's correct. Yeah. Next question is: which famous actor has not done movies in Turkey? Russell Crowe, Liam Neeson, Daniel Craig, Brad Pitt.
I know for a fact Daniel Craig has been here for James Bond because he shot it in Fethiye. So we're gonna put him out.
Yeah. Skyfall, right?
Yes. So our options now are Liam Neeson, Brad Pitt, and who was the other one?
Russell Crowe.
Russell Crowe.
I'll go with Brad Pitt.
I think I'll go with Brad Pitt too.
Yeah, that's correct too, right? Okay, now we're at the last part of the podcast. So right now I'm gonna show you some pictures and I want you to make a guess. Who are them? Which place is it? So please look at the first photo. Do you know him?
Oh yeah, this one's easy. Mustafa Kemal Atatürk.
Yeah, full name. Okay, so I have the second photo.
Do you know?
An Olympian?
The
An
second
Olympian?
one, I could take a guess. It could be your current president, Erdogan, because I know he used to be a footballer. Is that true?
Yeah, that's true, and that's really impressive, by the way. How did you know that?
I read it somewhere that he used to be a footballer. So I just took a guess, man, because he looks totally different, right? We watched it on YouTube too, like a couple of days ago. Yes.
Third one?
I don't know.
No clue. Have you ever watched Survivor in Turkey?
Oh, the TV show?
The TV show
Yeah.
Survivor. Yeah. Maybe you should see him in Survivor. He's founder of Survivor. I mean, like, he's one of the biggest media boss in Turkey called Acun Ilıcalı. Okay, next one. I think this is easy.
Is this the, I don't know if I'm pronouncing his name right. This is the future Turkish football star. Is it Artigula?
Yeah.
He played really well in the recent Euro Cup. He plays for Real Madrid, but that's not my team, guys. Support Arsenal.
Okay, next one.
Maybe some actor? I don't know. Do you know him?
He is Turkish megastar.
Tarkan?
Yes. Correct, bravo. Okay, what about next one?
Enes Kanter? Enes Freedom?
Yeah. No, not NS Freedom. Okay, we will never put him in this show
Okay.
because of certain reasons.
I'm not sure, dude. I'm not a big basketball fan, to be honest.
He has same name with me.
Alperen?
Alperen?
Alperen what? Alperen Şengün. Yeah, right now
I've never
he's...
even heard of him.
Okay, next one. He was playing at Orlando.
No idea.
Have you heard about it?
No.
Okay.
Never heard of him either.
He used to play for Orlando Magic. He was in NBA Finals. Hidayet Türkoğlu. Now he's president of the Basketball Federation in Turkey.
Wow.
From NBA again, from Utah,
No idea.
Mehmet Okur. He was also a basketball player in Utah and he won the title. Okay, the next one. I'm sure you should be familiar with him.
Is it the captain of the national team? Oh, this is the Arda
Yeah.
Gulay?
No,
How do you pronounce his name?
Arda Turan.
Arda Turan.
Yeah, he played
Okay.
in Barcelona and also Atletico Madrid, right? Okay, now we are moving into places. Do you know this place?
I don't know the official name, but it's like the Ataturk Mausoleum.
Yeah, exactly.
What's the official name?
Anıtkabir. This city is located in.
Ankara.
Okay, next one. I'm sure you will know it. You are really close to this city.
Istanbul?
Right now. No. And we have been there, that green monument, yesterday.
Bursa?
Yes!
Now I recognize it.
Okay, next one.
Istanbul.
Yeah, I tried to choose the most hardest picture, but yeah, it's obviously Istanbul. Okay, what about next one?
Cappadocia.
Great. I'm moving on. And what about next one?
Fethiye.
Yes, that's great. What about next one?
Antalya.
Yes, that's correct too. What about next one?
Is it Bodrum?
No, close to Bodrum.
Dacia?
No, it's not that close.
Çeşme.
Yes, Çeşme. What about next one?
Bodrum.
That's correct.
Yep.
Alanya?
Then you are pretty good on that. That's correct. And what about next two?
Adana.
No. It's-
Mersin.
No, it's starting with same letter with Adana.
Ankara?
Yes, Ankara. Okay. What about the last one? So authentic place.
Adana?
No. It's close to Adana.
Mersin?
No. Just think about it a little bit. I think we created one content about this city. It has twin in Italy.
It has a twin in Italy.
It's Mardin.
Mardin.
Yeah.
Okay. Looks beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I want to visit there.
I'm really surprised with the results, and I think you are better than me on that. Thank you for joining this show as our first guest, and thank you visiting us here in Bursa. And I want to thank to Telepheric Management. Thank you for hosting us here. Such a beautiful place. Is there anything you would like to add?
Hey, I just want to say thank you for inviting us here and hosting us for this podcast. It was really great experience and fun to chat with you. And I just want to give a special shout out to the Feel Türkiye account for the awesome education that you guys are giving me. I've learned so much, whether from hanging out with the team, but also just watching the Instagram page and the content that you put out. It's definitely helping me know and understand more about Turkey. So cheers. Thanks for that.
Okay, thanks so much.
Yeah, it has been an absolute pleasure, Alperen, talking with you today. It's been so much fun. I wish you and Feel Türkiye team best of luck, and I'm waiting for other podcasts in the future as well. Thank you again.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. And also I want to thank you, our crew, Onur and Enes, to make this awesome things happen. Thank you so much, guys.